Hey there, everybody. It's your Ann Remington, and I should have actually made the tier list on video, but I wasn't thinking about video. I just wanted to rank Pokemon. Anybody who knows me in real life knows that I have a particular interest in Pokemon. So, tonight, I was feeling bored, and I had overexerted myself in the past 2 hours. So I was like, hey, I'll just rank Gen 1 Pokemon for, like, no reason. And now I'm thinking, hey, I want to record my reasonings for things. Because, I don't know, I have opinions on Pokemon. They're dumb opinions, but I have them. So, I already have the tier list filled out, and these that you see on the bottom here are just like extra forms, like male-female differences and stuff that I just kind of... This isn't based purely on design, so I didn't use them. I didn't use like the second. I have some like other forms, but you'll see. So, D for disclaimer. I do not hate any Pokemon except for Wingull. Wingull, you know what you did. But, I'm one of those people who loves Pokemon and enjoys just about every Pokemon and everything that they, I see them as ecological niche things. Like, you know, how creatures in real life evolve to fill an ecological niche and everything has its purpose for being around. I may not like wasps, but they're there for a reason. It kind of goes, you know, same thing here. So, like, I don't like Gigantamax Blastoise because it's just a big gun on its back. The cannons were fine. You didn't need to make a big Gaster Blaster on its back. I don't like the cocoons because fuck them. It's just straight up. Harden is useless when I use it, but for some reason when other trainers use it, it suddenly becomes a hassle to kill Metapod. And I mean, Kakuna just kind of goes with Metapod. Pidgey, just bird. Pidgey was the reason Ash was stupid in the first episode and did what he did, so, you know, it's okay. I like having first root Pokemon. I just would never catch a Pidgey for my own purposes. The Raticates are here because, they're not even meme-worthy. They're just big old rats. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Spiro scares me because of the first episode. So, it goes in the D list because it is weak and yet I am afraid of it. Firo just looks bad. I do not like the way it looks. It's not like badly designed. Like, the thought that went into it was good. I just do not like it for my own personal, like, I don't like it. Zubat, I used to, here's an embarrassing story. I used to LARP, just with one of my friends. It was just 2 people LARPing in our backyards. And one of the things we LARPed was Pokemon. We would just come up with storylines, and I have a very vivid memory of playing in his backyard, and I ended up going into a cave of Zubats, and they nearly killed me. And you know what? It's not an untrue statement of how I am in the games. So I don't like them. Also, I would like them to have eyes. it's okay that they don't have eyes, like, you know, bat, lore, all that kind of stuff. I understand why they don't have eyes. But I like things with eyes. Sorry, controversial opinion. Venomoth? I never thought it looked like Venonat would evolve into this, so I never liked it. Galarian Meowth. I don't know why. I have no real, like, words to describe why I hate Galarian Meowth. Something about just, like, not like, I like Meowth. But the design that they went with this just looks like a walking beard. And I don't quite like that. And also, when they chase you in Sword and Shield, it is, like, legitimately threatening. So fuck them. Tentacle, they're just annoying. I like Tentacruel because they're, like, kind of badass. Not design-wise, but they're useful. But Tentacle, they're just everywhere when I played the original games. And, I remember being in Gen 2 trying to find, the Lugia Islands. The island that Lugia is in or something. Or at least that's what my young person brain thought. And, I would spend way too much time in the water, and there would be so many Tentacool. I hate them. Doduo! They're just kind of ineffectual. Next. Onyx! Looks like they should be powerful. They are not. If you look at I believe it's attack stat, they're, like, extremely weak for some reason. Do not like that. Also, they didn't evolve into anything until Steelix came around, and by that point I already made my opinion on Onyx. They didn't evolve, they were just big and stupid. We got Hypno. Hypno creeps me out. Next. Execute. I'm gonna say the meme, but how come one egg hatched into a bunch of eggs, and why one egg cracked? I mean, a lot of egg cracked, but this one has, like, open yolk situation here. Does each of these eggs have its own consciousness? How do they decide as a group to evolve into singular Exeggutor? I don't get it. I don't like it, so it goes in the D category. Goldeen and Seaking, I don't know. They're just ineffectual to me. I didn't like how, when I was a kid, I didn't like how Goldeen was very queenly, and then Seaking was big old derp fish. Didn't like it. And that's when I made my opinion on them. Mr. Mime? No. Genuinely, I understand the meme. I would go along with the meme. I kind of do go along with the meme. They do scare me, but it's almost on a genuine level. Don't like Mr. Mime. Mega Heracross? I don't know. I just don't... Oh, that's not Heracross, is it? That's Pincer. Mega Pincer. Ignore me. Mega Pincer. Right? Oh, man. Now I'm double guessing myself. Yeah. Pincer. I don't like Mega Pincer. They just... I don't know. I understand the bug lore. Kind of. I'm not a big fan of bugs in real life, so there was the explanation, the, like, lore theories, and I'm like, okay. I don't care. Mega Aerodactyl. They just put, like, a bunch of stalactites on him. I don't know. Excuse me. Just kind of looks dumb. C tier. We got, this particular... I always get the X and Y mixed up with Mega Charizards. I'm sorry. I'm a bad Pokemon fan. So, this Mega Charizard goes in the C tier. I don't know. I just thought they were trying too hard to make it look too cool to match the other Mega Charizard, who is higher up on this list. But it didn't really work for me. This Mega Blastoise, better than this Gigantamax Blastoise, but Mega Blastoise just, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like him much. Caterpie. C for Caterpie. C for could be better, but cute. I mean, it's cute, so it stays in the C tier instead of the D tier. Because the episodes with the little Caterpie and the Pidgey. That Caterpie was a baby. Butterfree. I remember playing and being like, early game Butterfree is really good to have. But then it just stagnates. And I don't like stagnating. Mega Beedrill. People say it's better than regular Beedrill. You can have your opinion. I don't do metagamey stuff. I just, it's a little too aggressively wasp. And I don't know, and I don't like it. I don't like wasps. Pidgeot. It's a step up. It's getting there, but it's just kind of ineffectual, but like not in a bad way. It's just there. It serves its purpose, so it's there. The Rattatas, whatever, however you pronounce it, they go in C tier because of the meme. Because of we like memes in this house. And I like the purple rat. It's funny. And I like this rat because it has a little mustache. Ekans goes in C tier because it's snake backwards. Actually, that had no bearing on my decision. I just like I like Ekans and Arbok. They're cool. But Ekans less so. The baby Nidorans go here because when I was younger, I used to get very excited to see them in the grass because for some reason, I guess it's because Giovanni has the Nido, whichever big queen or king it is. And when I was a kid, that was like, yeah, that's powerful. So I used to get very excited about Nidoran male and female. Also, I think that their color combination is very cute. I like the episodes in the original series where they were like in love. Very cute. So they go in C tier. Paris, also from an episode, for me. I just, Paris. They're just, it's cute. It's not that useful, or I don't use them, but they're cute. Parasect would have gone in D tier, but there's something just naturally kind of cool about them. I don't like mushrooms. Venonat, I also think it's cute, and I like how in the anime they go, Venonat. I don't think it should evolve into Venomoth. That's just my opinion. Diglett and Alolan Diglett. If there was a C.5 tier, not Mega, Alolan Diglett would have gone in the C.5 because of the hair. I kind of really love the little hairs, but otherwise, they're just Digletts. Dugtrio. I get excited when I find a Dugtrio naturally. I don't have the patience to raise a Diglett into a Dugtrio for some reason. I do not do that, but if I find a natural Dugtrio in the wild, I will catch it and use it for a while. Golduck. I almost wanted to put it in the D tier, but I put it in the C tier. You know, I'm gonna put it in the D tier. I don't, now everything's out of number order, but that's fine. I don't like Golduck. I like Psyduck. When cute little Psyduck with the when it evolves in, like, it, not the anime one, but like, just in general, I always got disappointed whenever I had a Psyduck and it evolved. And you're like pushed to evolve things in the game because they are stat-wise stronger. I just don't like the way Golduck looks. I used to, but now it's just like it's a blue duck. I don't know. Mankey and Primeape. I just think they're kind of neat. Not super neat, but they're kind of neat. I don't know. They were cool. Poliwag. I like how it has little feeties as well as the tail. I don't know why, but Poliwag stays in the C tier because it's cute and it has cute little feeties. I put all of the Machoke, the Machop, Machoke, Machamp, and Gmax Machamp into the C tier because, like, they're just dudes. At some point, the dudes get extra arms, but they're just like dudes. They're just dudes. Speaking of dudes, Geodudes. I think they're kind of annoying. I like what they become later on, but in the beginning, they're just annoying little rocks. And they're, along with Zubats, just everywhere in caves, and they suck because of that. But they're in C tier because I like them a little bit more than D tier. Also, these guys have like little, like, steely, almost, what am I thinking? Like iron fillings that become like eyebrows. It's funny. And then Gravelers. I don't know. Graveler is a necessary means to an end for me. I have Golem up here in B tier, but they're just a necessary means to an end. And then Alolan Golem comes here because I have actually never used one. I think he's funny with the little beard. I don't get what's with the little charge cannon, but whatever. Magnemite goes in C tier because I think they're just kind of... They confused me as a kid. I think because I've lived through the addition of Steel type. So when I was a kid, that confused me. I just don't like Magnemite. And Magneton, I have a personal vendetta against. I hate Magneton. I keep it in C tier because, like, they are useful in their contexts. But Magneton, I had... Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I had one of those, like, when the first Pokemon movie came out, when you went to see it in the theater, some theaters gave you a promo card, a promo Mew card. And, I was a gullible and stupid child, and I traded my promo Mew card for a Magneton, because at the time, the Magneton card that was traded to me for it was powerful. I don't know if I'm more mad at myself or the friend of mine who took advantage of me being a stupid younger child. So, I hate Magneton. Farfetch'd? I don't know. When I was growing up, they didn't evolve into anything, so I just kind of like waved them off. Now they do, and so I'm trying to reconsider how I feel about Farfetch'd, but even then, that's only a certain type of Farfetch'd. I like the design of Farfetch'd. I think they're cute, and I like the way they sound in the anime. I don't know. I wouldn't use a Farfetch'd. I also wouldn't use a Dodrio. I always just think of in the anime how they just honk. They just make a honking sound. Grimer, Muck. They all go in C tier because, they're kind of cool, but they're mostly not. And then Drowsy goes above Hypno because at least Drowsy has like the tapier thing, because stuff. But like also, I don't like Hypno so much that I would rather keep Drowsy away from it. I'm not kidding. Crabby. I would have put it in D tier personally because I'm not crazy about crabs, and it's just a symmetrical crab. It's very symmetrical now that I'm looking at it. But I like, once again, anime. I like the association, how they go and it walks annoyingly sideways, but in like the cute way of annoying. So it goes in C tier. I almost put Kingler in a higher tier. Because I like the idea of it smashing things with the big claw. But at the end of the day, it's just a king crab. The orbs, they go in C tier. The way I say that makes it sound like I should have put him in D tier, but I actually kind of like the jape of walking around fighting a Pokeball thinking, oh hey, I'm gonna get a free item. And you pick it up and it's actually going to explode at you. Non-lethally, of course. Unless your Pokemon are weak. But, I don't know. It's a cute joke. I like how Pokemon put that joke in. You know, making them look like Pokeballs so that in the overworld you can pick them up and just be attacked. I put the Hitmons here because I could never, on my own, tell them apart. I can tell them apart, like one's for kickies, one's for punchies. But I don't remember Bruce. It's between Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan or whatever. I don't remember which one's for kickies and one's for punchies, so I don't remember these two's names, which one's the Chan and which one's the Lee. Huh. So they stay in C tier. Otherwise, they would have been a little bit higher because they were kind of useful in the early games for me. Starmie. They would have gone higher if I had really thought about like how much I like their cry in the anime. But no, it's never explained. Like, in the early games, they were always, like, in the Pokédex, oh, they're always looking skyward, and, like, oh, their gems blink up. But, like, there's other things from space that get it explained that they're from space. These two, they just gave up on giving them lore. And I hate that. Galarian Mr Mime is in C tier because it evolves into the tap dancing fool. And I enjoy that much. So, he's fine. This one's not fine. Moving on. Magmar stays in C tier. Almost put it in D tier. But, I like powerful fire attacks. I just don't like the way it looks. Pincer. Definitely Pincer. It's C tier because I feel like it should be, just by association. Otherwise it'd be in D tier because, again, I don't really care for bugs. Tauros goes in C because I just think they're neat. Marge Simpson holding up a potato, I just think they're neat. That's me with Tauros. Mega Gyarados goes in C tier because it's a Gyarados, so it can't go in D tier for me, but it looks like that. I like it better when they're shiny because then they just look like big ol' angry red. I don't know. They're funnier when they're red. Porygon, just kind of ineffectual. That's just average grade on a test kind of Pokemon for me. They're kind of cool because they're like a little forbidden because of that one episode that never got to air in the United States. Otherwise, eh. Kabuto. Aerodactyl. I always thought they were scary as a kid. I just genuinely thought it was just kind of scary. Nowadays, I'm like, it's a little ineffectual, but because I respected it so much that I feared it as a kid, it stays. Articuno is the lowest ranked of the original 3 birds, because I think it's pretentious. I think people whose favorite bird of the trio is Articuno can be a tiny bit not full of themselves. They're just a little pretentious, that's all. And then Galarian Moltres. I'll be real frank with you guys. I have not played Crown Tundra, so I'm just going based solely on design for these. It's like, it's got cool colors, but it looks also like it's constantly screaming. Like, it looks like it's in pain. So it goes in the C tier. And then the Mega Mewtwo's, they were just trying too hard to make a cool design somehow better. And they failed! B tier, we've got Mega Venusaur. Depends on, I mean, in the Poke Rapids, Venusaur, give me a break. So, Mega Venusaur. Goes in B tier. It's cool. It's not as cool as the original design for just regular Venusaur. So it goes in this tier instead of in like A tier. But it's cool. Charmeleon? It's a middle evolution. It goes here. Same goes for Wartortle. Middle evolution of the starter. It goes firmly in B tier. Gigantamax Charizard. It's cooler than this Mega, but it's also just like, I like the flaming wings. It's not as cool as like the normal size Charizards, but like the flaming wings are cool. And finding them, at least when I played Sword and Shield, was always like a hallelujah moment. So it goes here. Gigantamax Butterfree. It goes in B. I'll say it. I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. And that's where it goes. Weedle goes in B tier because it's got a cute little nose. I'm not kidding you. That nose being so cute and looks so honkable. Just it puts it in B tier. Mega Pidgeot goes in B tier. I don't really have a thought process for that. It would have gone lower, but I like Pidgeot more than that, so it goes there. These forms of Pikachu go in B tier. They're fine. Nidorina and Nidorino. They are getting to the point where they are just so cool. I like them. I think they're cool. Not the super coolest, but they're cool. Golbat goes here because at least it's a move up. I really like Crobat. When I get to like, if I do Gen 2 and I get to Crobat, like that'll even go higher than Golbat. I also like how its mouth is 90% of its body. It's so funny to me. Dugtrio, like I said earlier, I like Dugtrio. They are useful in like what They're useful, and they get you through, like, really hard stuff in the game. They are well placed to be where they are. But, like, they're not the coolest. They're just a bunch of brown hot dogs coming up out of the ground at the end of the day. These guys, on the other hand, they stay in this because they have the, I haven't used them. I was gonna say because they have the typing they do, but honestly it's just because I haven't used them. So I haven't learned if I love them yet. I do love their stupid hair. It's not that someone who has this hair is stupid. It's stupid because they are brown hot dogs coming out of the ground. They just got this luscious hair. I think that's funny, so it stays in B tier. Poliwhirl and Polywrath. I don't know. I just think they're neat. More neat than down here, so they go here. All of the Abra line goes in B. Because I like them, but not enough to use them. That's just that. Tentacruel goes here because I will use them for a short time. I don't like them. They scare me if I'm facing them. But using them is very helpful. Golem, like, I don't know. It smooths out and becomes a cool rock again. And I like that. I also put Galarian Farfetch'd here because it has the potential to evolve. It's not as cute as regular Farfetch'd, but that is a, whatever, that's a trade I'm willing to make. Shelder goes here. I know a lot of people would have had Shelder lower, but look at those big vacant eyes and the tongue just, it's constantly doing a blep. And I love that for it. It's so, I would have, if I were in the Pokemon world, I would just want to have a big enough, like, Pokemon fish tank to have a Shelder just chillin' in my house. I love these things. Unpopular opinion, Mega Gengar, not my favorite Gengar. It's a Gengar, so it stays in B tier, but everybody loves it so much, and I'm like, I like the original Gengar more than I like Mega Gengar. It's sad that, like, in the game you're, like, kind of forced to Mega Evolve, because, like, I just like regular Gengar more. G-Max Kingler comes here because it's got a bubble beard, and I can respect that as someone who used to make bubble beards in the bath when I was a kid. Is there any other reasoning for this? Hell no. It is solely for the bubble beard. Tangela goes here because I think it's very cute. I think Tangela, in a weird way, is so freaking cute. So it stays in B tier. Kangaskhan. We love what am I looking for? Kangaskhan is a very dedicated mother, and we love that. And we love that she takes her baby to work with her every day. Who cares if it annoys her coworkers? She is bonding with that child and giving that child a better start to life. And I dig that. So Kangaskhan goes in B tier. I wouldn't use it, but I also really like the episode with Tommy. Was that his name? Yeah, little Tommy. Horsey, I was like, what is its name? Horsey and Seadra stay in B tier because, again, not something I would use, but I think they're neat. Scyther goes here because, I like Scyther. I don't use it, but Scyther will you shut up? Scyther in Pokemon Stadium, like, because it's so hunched over in Pokemon Stadium as opposed to, like, being more, like, upright in, like, newer art, when it's, like, all hunched over, you, like, look at its face, and it kind of makes you think of a puppy. Just like a puppy with scythes for hands. Maybe that's just me? Like, pack bonding with a strange green murder bug? But that's fine. It's a big pupper with scythes. I like it. Stays in B. Jinx goes in B. I don't care if anyone thinks it should be higher or lower. B is strictly where Jinx will be for me. I think the Ganguro thing that got everyone up in arms is kind of funny. I understand that culturally it's a different thing for different places, and the whiplash, the backlash that came in the American, it's valid. I'm not saying it was totally wrong for them to change Jinx's design, because it's culturally a different world. But also, I don't know. I like learning more about other cultures. So when this whole cultural mishap happened, I just used that chance to learn. Is that bad? That's probably bad. Magikarp goes in B tier because of the meme. Gyarados goes into B tier because Gyarados, terrifying. If I saw an actual Gyarados, if I was in the Pokemon world and I saw a Gyarados, I would be like Misty, scared. These things are angry all the time, and I don't want to deal with that vibe, but they're cool. They're very cool. And if I had one on my side, I think I would try to take over the world. So Gyarados goes in B tier. Ammonite? Yeah, Ammonite, B tier. Judging by how I couldn't remember its name, maybe it should go a little lower. But I like I like how the sprites dance. Okay? In the early games, when the sprites finally moved, they were like dancing a little, and I thought that was funny, so it goes in B tier. Kabutops, it goes in B because these things would probably rip my intestines out at any given chance, and due to that respectful awe, it goes in B tier. G-Max Snorlax goes in B tier because it's powerful. I like how it has a little ecosystem on its tummy. I don't like fighting them. I could never beat these if I was doing a raid by myself with the AI characters, the NPC characters, because these guys could fuck up the world if they weren't sleeping all the time. Galarian Articuno goes here because I also think they're still a little full of themselves. I like the purple, don't like the pretentiousness. Moltres, the original Moltres, also, I guess these guys just traded places. Original Moltres goes in B tier because I like it more than Articuno. I don't like it the most out of the birds. So B for bleh, bird. A tier. So A tier. This is the only middle evolution of the starters that's in the A tier. I just really like Ivysaur. I also really like Venusaur. That came later in my life. When I was a kid, I always went Charmander route because I was always very fire type player. But nowadays I really like the Bulbasaur line, so Venusaur goes in A. It's not S because S is very special for me. It's just A. Sorry, Venusaur. Also, this form of Venusaur. I guess this is G-Max, this is Mega. Right. I may be very interested in Pokemon. I do not have everything memorized off the top of my head. I do apologize for that. Just double checking to make sure that the recording's still going well. Okay. Oh my god. I just saw how long this is. I'm so sorry. I'm just rambling about Pokemon. Okay, Charmander goes in A tier because it's cute. It's very cute. It's not useful. But it's cute. Charizard goes in A tier. I guess all the final evolutions, they're just A tier. Because, like, I don't know. Charizard, when I was younger, would have gone in S tier. But now, because of being more involved in the Pokemon fandom online, Charizard goes in A tier because Charizard fans scare me. Also, like, Charizard got way too much love. I don't know. Like, if they had split that love evenly between all three of the starters, it would have been different, but for some reason, everything goes towards Charizard first and then the other two, and I don't like that. Squirtle goes in A tier because it's cute. Look at that little guy. Blastoise goes in A tier because I like the back cannons. I wish we saw more of the front of him in, like, this sprite of him. But you know what? It's fine. He's awesome. I would like to figure out how strong those blasts from his cannons are. Like, I do not care if I need to wear, like, protective, like, vest and, like, have him shoot me from a certain distance. I would like to be sent flying by pressurized water. I don't know. It's kind of fun to me. Beedrill's in A tier because, as Aaron Hansen has said, Beedrill is the best Pokemon. I'm not kidding. Because of that Fire Red playthrough, I have ranked Beedrill way higher in my like of Pokemon. Do I normally like Beedrill in the games? No. But Beedrill is the best Pokemon, so he goes here. Pidgeot. Pidgeot goes in A tier because if you watch the animated remake of Pokemon the first movie, they made Pidgeot extremely fat. Like a big bird orb of fat bird. And I love it so much. I have watched that twice now, and both times I have just out loud had to squeak because I love Pidgeot in those movies so much. Arbok goes in A tier because it's purple and it's a cobra with a hood. I like that. When I was a kid, I was very obsessed with hooded cobras for some reason. I thought they were stylistically cool. Do with that as you will. Sandshrew goes in A tier because there was that one in that episode that wore the cool harness to, like, teach it to be more powerful. Also, it's cute. Alolan Sandshrew also goes in A tier because it looks like a little igloo. Also, it reminds me of one of my friends. So, I like Sandshrews because it reminds me of my friend. Sandslashes, they both go in A tier because I think they look really awesome. That's it. I wouldn't use them, but they look really cool. Nidoqueen and Nidoking. I almost wanted to put them in S tier. I put them lower because I don't use them in all the games that they're available in because they are not the strongest. But I have a very special love for them because of Giovanni and also because I just like their designs. Clefable goes in A because I just like her. Well, I like it. I think Clefable looks cool, and I like fairy types. I'm gonna say it right now. Fairy type is my favorite type. Weepinbell goes in A tier because it's not as cool as when the ones I put above, but it does look funny. Ponyta goes in A tier because Fire Horse cool. Galarian Slowpoke goes in A tier because it's a Slowpoke. It's got a little bit like it almost looks like it dipped its head into a giant flower and got all the pollen on it. But it's cool. Mega Slowbro is an A tier because it's not as cool as regular Slowbro to me. I think it's cute because it looks funny, but I don't like the fact that Megas are usually more powerful than the normal form, because I would like regular Slowbro to be powerful enough that I didn't need to Mega Evolve it. Anyways, Galarian Slowbro also goes in A tier. It would have gone lower, but I've had time to think about it. When it first got announced, I hated it for some reason. I really did. I think it's cool now because it's got that poison. It's got like It's like edgy. I don't know. I like it. Seal and Dugong go in A tier. Seal because it's adorable. It's adorable, kind of useless, but it's constantly blepping, and I think they're just always doing their best, and I commend them for always doing their best. Dugong is beautiful. I love them. So it goes here. Cloyster goes in A tier. Yes, it is because of the joke of what it looks like. No further questions on that. Exeggutor goes in A because I liked the episode. I had like a few episodes on VHS when I was a kid of the original Pokemon series, and I had the episode where it like there's a bunch of Exeggutor and they're like about to stomp out this town. Like they are like stampeding, and it's when Charmander evolves into Charmeleon. So I like that episode. I like sometimes at night when I'm trying to sleep, I hear just the chant of Exeggutor, Exeggutor, Exeggutor. So you know, maybe it's a curse. Alolan Exeggutor also is an A tier because it's a dragon type, and also it's hilariously tall. It's not even Gigantamax, it's just very tall. I love it. Cubone goes in A tier because it's sad and it's also cute. Do I need any other reason? Marowak goes there because it's sad and it's cool. Do I need any more reason? Lickitung goes in A because of the meme. I think they look funny enough that it can stay in A tier. Wouldn't use it, but I put Mega Kangaskhan in A tier because the child has some agency now. It has grown to a point where it can help its mother, and I love that for it. So it goes in A tier. Electabuzz goes in A tier. It would have gone down with Scyther in B tier had it not been for the famous Pokemon call that it has in the anime, where it just goes I can't even do it right. I hope I cut that out. The way it cries in the anime just makes me laugh so hard. So it stays in A tier. Ditto goes in A tier. It's not very useful to the way I play the game, but I love Ditto because A, there's like lore theories, whatever, the Mew Ditto thing, but also I just think that Ditto's doing his darn best. And I like the Dittos that what's her face Duplica has, because Duplica's Ditto is actually the reason why all the Ditto-fied merch and stuff has the Ditto face on it. That not all Dittos change and have their face remain the same. It was Duplica's Ditto specifically. It was somewhat defective, and I love that. Maybe I didn't put that right. It's trying its hardest, and it was also very sassy towards Team Rocket, and I can appreciate that. Vaporeon and Flareon go in A tier because they're cool. They're not useful to me, but I like their designs. They look cool. I like the evolutions. Call me basic. I like the evolutions. So they go in A tier. Amistar, Ammonite. Ammonite, Amistar. Amistar is the one in B tier. Ammonite is the one in A tier. Ammonite is in A tier because it's cute. Amistar is not cute. It's a little terrifying, actually. Ammonite also has those two little hands in this picture of it that make it look like it's constantly going, hell yeah! So I like it. It's cute. It goes there. Snorlax goes in A tier because I too like to just sleep and eat. How sad is that? Galarian Zapdos goes in A tier. I don't know. He's a funny running bird. Like I said, I haven't played the Crown Tundra, so I don't know how cool he is in the game, but he's a funny running bird, and the design's kind of cool, so he goes in A tier. Dratini and Dragonair go in A because they're funny little noodle friends. I like the funny little noodle friends. S tier. I'm trying not to scroll up too far. I scrolled up too far. S tier. So you guys know there's an extra tier going on. So S tier. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm gonna try to rapid fire. Bulbasaur. I can't rapid fire. Bulbasaur is an S tier because it is peak design. Look at that little friend. He is just... I love Bulbasaur. This particular Mega Charizard goes in S tier because it has the coloration of Shiny Charizard, and it also has Blue Flame. Dobby could have this Pokemon. Pikachu goes in S tier. It's a classic for a reason. It's cute. Not as rare as the anime initially would have made it seem, but you know what? Pikachu. I also like the Pikachu clones, so bear with me, I like Pikachu. Big Pikachu is also an S tier because it makes me think of the toy I had, the original, like one of those 1999, like it had like the little clicky hands, and when you click the hand, it like talked and the cheeks would light up, and it was very chunky because that's the original Pikachu design was chunky. I like chunky Pikachu. Give me a break. I don't remember what this Pikachu is particularly called. I like to call it Maho Shoujo Pikachu. That's a magical girl if I've ever seen one. That Pikachu is cute and also an aesthetic I would like to try for. This Pikachu in particular with this particular hat is also an S tier because that is Ash's original hat. I know Ash retired that hat. I'm sad about it. Let me be a 90s kid. This Raichu is an S tier. I used to identify more heavily with electric types than fairy types, and Raichu was my go-to because it also started with an R, and that became like a thing for me. Clefairy goes in S tier because it's a fairy type and it's cute and they dance around in the moonlight. I don't know. That's kind of sus, but in the cute way. Vulpixes. Both Vulpixes go in the S tier because I love them a lot. Their designs are cute. And I don't know. I have no other words. I think Alolan Vulpix is like a little poofier. But they're both like, they both have that like kind of poofy charm that I think is very cute and I love it. Ninetales and Alolan Ninetales are also S tier because I have tried somewhat competitively. I'm not very good at competitive, don't mind me. Mind you. What am I saying? I've been going for too long. Alolan Ninetales has fairy typing. Love it. Actually, that makes me kind of want to put it in the upper tier. But anyways, Wigglytuff goes in S tier. Wigglytuff. Awesome. Next. Oddish goes in S tier. It is peak design as well. It's just a little funny Mandrake guy. Gloom goes in S tier because I really like them for some reason. I do not remember the reasons anymore. Everyone can make the joke about their drool. Whatever, I don't care. I like Gloom. Next. Vileplume. Vileplume. I like giving them a southern accent because of the one episode. I just like Vileplume. Next. Meowth. I like Meowth, even though they made all Meowths in the game stand on 2 feet, even though the ones in the anime originally were four-legged. It was just the one particular Meowth that could stand on 2 feet because he taught himself to do that. Whatever. I like Meowth. Longcat Meowth is also an S tier because he is so dang tall that he has clouds around his armpits. He is ultimate. Psyduck goes in S tier because, I mean, just look at him. He's just so cute. He just doesn't know what's going on at any given time, and I really dig that. Growlithe goes in S tier because look at that fluffy chest. He is a cute little doggo, and I want to pet him. Even if that means he's going to bite me. He probably wouldn't because he would only bite me if it's a Officer Jenny dog and I was a bad guy. But even then. Arcanine goes in S tier because it is just... Growlithe and Arcanine are on equal footing with me because while Growlithe is cute, Arcanine can wreck shit. And I like that. Bellsprout goes in S tier because look at this noodly little bastard. I love his design so dang much. Victory Bell. Forgot its name. I'm so sorry. Victory Bell goes in S tier because that thing is big enough to swallow a grown ass human, and I like that for some reason. The same person I used to LARP with used to playfully threaten me with Vileplume because when I was a kid, Vileplume scared me. Nowadays, I take that experience of being scared of, not Vileplume, Victory Bell. It's late. Victory Bell. Victory Bell. When I was a kid, Victory Bell scared me. Nowadays, I think it's very neat because it scared me. Anyways, the Rapidashes are an S tier because they are majestic fucking unicorns. I don't know what you expect from me. Slowpoke goes an S tier because it's not even trying its best. It is vacantly staring at it all times, but for some reason when it yawns it can rain. I love that. Slowbro, doing a little bit more of its best. He's got something biting his butt. I love him. Ghastly and Haunter go in S tier because there was the episode. I just keep going to episodes where the whole family line was like living in a haunted house together, and they were just playing pranks on each other and trying to play pranks on Ash and gang, and it was so cute. I love them. Alolan Marowak goes in S tier because it dances. That's all it needs. Lapras goes in S tier. because it is beautiful and very nostalgic for me, because I never was able to catch it in the game where, like, you know, every like Friday or whatever, it would show up to one cave and there'd be one of them, and I thought they were so cool. But also, like, that was the surfing Pokemon for me. So Lapras goes in S tier. Gigantamax Lapras also goes in S tier. It's got music notes around it, guys. It's so cool. Gigantamax Eevee goes in S tier. Because look at them. It's so dang fluffy. It's too dang fluffy for he goddamn body. Jolteon goes in S tier instead of A tier with the other evolutions, because Jolteon holds a special place in my heart because I was an electric, as a teen, I was an electric trainer. I was a fire kid, electric teen, fairy adult figure. Zapdos also goes in S tier because it kind of looks like Jolteon. They could be brothers in some weird way, and I enjoy that. That's that. Controversial opinion, S tier Dragonite. Everybody's like, oh, it's a derpy dragon, I hate it. I love it. This is a friend. It delivered mail for Mewtwo. I love Dragonite so dang much. So it goes in S tier. And then finally, let me see how long this is going so far. Oh no. Okay. This either will go very quick or very slow, because the next tier is called Don't Even Get Me Started. These are my, like, very special favorites of Gen 1. Just bear with me, okay? So, in the Don't Even Get Me Started tier, we have Alolan Raichu. He surfs on his tail. He's so cute. Okay, and he's got the little blue eyes, and it's a callback to the blue-eyed Pikachu that surfed in the one episode. I love it. Jigglypuff is, like, should go in a tier on its own, but no. It also goes into Don't Even Get Me Started, because you could literally get me started about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is my all-time top Pokemon. Is it useful to use in battle? Hell no. But give that thing like an Everstone or something, and I will find a way. I will teach it Flamethrower with a TM, and you know, TM. It's too late. I don't remember what. Whatever. Jigglypuff, all-time favorite. I have a whole story behind that, and this video is longer than an hour long, so forget it. I can make a whole episode based on Jigglypuff. Alolan Meowth. Look at this sassy asshole. I love him. Also, that's Nano's my Pokemon dad. So my Pokemon dad has a whole bunch of these adopted, and that's very special to me. Don't even get me started on Galarian Ponyta. I threatened I was living with a bunch of people in another town when Sword and Shield was being announced and released. And when Galarian Ponyta got announced, pretty much, I told my friend, because he was getting the version that had Galarian Ponyta and I was getting the other one, I said, I will shake you down for every single Galarian Ponyta. I loved it at first sight. It's very special to me. Don't even get me started on Gengar. Just plain old Gengar. I love Gengar. Next question. G-Max Gengar is special to me because everyone thinks it looks bad. I recognize it for what it is. It is a Hellmouth. I have also a kind of a specialized interest in theater. So I see this Hellmouth Gengar and it makes me want to cry with sheer happiness. I don't even know if it was intended. I highly doubt something like this could be coincidental, but hey, I'm not saying a bunch of, you know, Japanese game designers, character designers know about medieval theological plays, but that's what it's special. Okay, Eevee gets, don't even get me started on Eevee, because it is the OG. It is it's very special to me. I also have a Build-A-Bear of an Eevee, and instead of putting the sound that goes with the Eevee, the Pokemon sound, I found a sound in the Build-A-Bear that was the Imperial March from Star Wars. So I named my Eevee Darth Eevee. So it's very special to me. Leave me alone. Mewtwo and Mew both don't even get me started. Mewtwo because if I could have any sway over Giovanni, I would be like, A, date me. B, give me Mewtwo. Mewtwo was my favorite for a very long time. And Mew is right up there with it because Mew is so cute. Like, to this day, I will watch Pokemon the first movie. See? I will watch Pokemon the first movie, and I will nearly cry from how cute Mew is. It is the aesthetic that I want in life. To be that dang cute! Also, Mew has no gender, so, you know, being cute with no gender, like, that's right up my alley. So that's my tier list. I spent way too long talking about it, but I have a lot of opinions on Pokemon, as you guys can probably tell by now. So, thank you guys, if any of you are watching this. Thank you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you for Deltarune, because I'm still playing that. So, bye-bye.